Welcome back. Now that we have gone through to the preliminary things that we need to take care in order to successfully rig this character in with the art tools, we're gonna just jump in on this straight away. If you see the UI here, the art tool version 1, we have a few entries here in the menu. And then, for example, if I go through quickly here, what they do is add character for animation. This is the last stage. Once you've done all your character, then you're gonna be able to bring your character here through animation just by clicking this button. When you're animating as well, the UI that comes with the animation that calls built-in, the one that you generate with the rig. If it doesn't pop up, just hit this button, it comes out here. And this is the one that we're gonna be working on. This is when you have already set up your character and you want to edit it. You can still go back and then do the rigging. I haven't played with the help. Obviously the help, which is the online help documentation. The settings, and I haven't touched them. I don't even know what they do. They just say the path where things are, I suppose, and nothing else, and just default pretty standard stuff, nothing fancy. So what we're going to do is we're just going to start with this. So step 1 is that we need to tell the system what joins we need. So I'm going to go here in art, and I'm going to hit this button, which is the character recreator. As soon as it clicks out, then this pop-up notification comes out and says that the world app axis needs to be changed to Z. And the reason for that is because we modeled this, it was in Y, as I mentioned earlier. Now, in order to work in Unreal, we had to make sure that we are working on the Z app because it's just different. So we just confirm that. And then we have the UI here, so I'm going to have issues here with this space. I'm trying to do my best guy here, so because everything needs to go in a single screen for you to see the UI. So as soon as you do that, you can see that the character is just laying on his back, and that's because, like I said, we built in on that with our world axis app. So in order to fix that, because I have this in a group, all I have to do is just select the group and then just move it 90 degrees to pop up again. And then I'm just gonna delete, just freeze transformation, so I got nothing. When I'm buying characters and doing it, I like that nothing is here. Everything is 1, 0. There is no inputs here in terms of history or things like that. Or just make sure you have everything UVs and stuff, so you don't have to go back and fix things. So you can still add UVs later and things like that, but it's a bit more complicated. But just to move on here, so what we're going to do now is we have the character, we have the group here, it's all lined up. Now we have to tell the system what joins we need, and you have to go through these settings. So pretty much standardized. So you go here, the body option, say how many spines you want. I think for this character it was 3, and neck we have only 1 because the neck is quite thick, so we have only 1 join. The left arm we left this as a default, arm twist, lower arm twist. Left hand we put all these to have 3 join, which is just normal, which are 5 fingers. The right arm we just click the button, same as the left, so you copy and mirror to the other side, so everything will be taken care of. And then this one here, leg style, just normal biped. Left leg, I think you have to leave this too, and say include a ball join. And then we just put here same as the left, and it does everything. And then here you add the extra joins that you want. As I explained in class, I'm not gonna go through this here quickly because you already know that what the chain does and what the jiggle does and what the lift does. And then as well, once you set up everything here, you can still click this button and then you save that template, so you can go back to this later. You already know that. So if I click, I can click here and then save this template and everything that I did here. So when I come back and open it, I have to go back, then I can still reuse it. Now I have a template for all these already, so I'm just gonna load it up. And as you know, I already got it here, so it's Brutus template version 4, which is located in your computers as well, guys. It's in here, and it's in the R section, and it's here where it says skeleton template. That's where you save them. Because if you click this button, for example, if you click this button here, save, that's what it takes you here right there. So that's the one I have already saved there. So I'm gonna load this up. That's this one, what I have called version 4. So load template, and it says, the good thing, every time you change something, it appears here as in yellow, so you know which one you change. So I think what we did was just nothing fancy here. It's just the important thing that we did was the actual sort of join that I have for this, and this will be the I lift now, which is the jaw. I got a top eyelid. I got the capes with our chains. I go lift as well for the eyelids, for the ears, but I never managed to do any animation with them. And then the cape as well, this is left and right, because we're using this convention, left and right, so make sure when you create a leaf, um, sort of leaf module, then you have to put the underscore R, so you go with this sort of nominate, so this denomination here is a suffix. You can put prefix if you want. We're using suffix underscore L for left, underscore R for right. And then you have to obviously tell if you want a translation or rotation, and then you can as well later on can change here who's going to be the parent. Okay, so once you do that, then you have everything you need for this. And then the second step will be the skeleton placement. So you click here, and it's how you're sure to do this, just yes. And then what you do is just give you this sort of starting point. And then the things that you have to go through here is I would like to probably hide this so you don't see that sort of dummy character there that you have. But I normally like to put this guy here, put it in a layer, then template it. But then later on we have to delete this. As I mentioned in class, these things makes when you're doing in the last stage, you're doing these the deformation setup and things like that. Then you might run into the problem that this stuff will cause the art tool to crash. So make sure you delete this before you do that. So I'm just gonna delete this, just delete the layer there for now. So I'm just gonna press 4. So I got these now. Just go here through here so I can have a bit more room. Now, so you have this UI here where you can move stuff around. You can either try to stick with the global, not the offset, or which is that one. This is the geometry mover. Don't touch this. We don't play with this one. All it has is this button just to hide this stuff so you don't see in the viewport. But you can see here that all the stuff that we created, including the module, this stuff at the back here is a cape, and the jaw and everything is right here. So what you have to do is just go with this one selected, just go and start moving your stuff around. So make sure that you select the actual controls, not the joints. They have to be the one that says underscore mover, either L or either R. And then you start moving. I think first thing you have to do is just move the spine, then just move it where you want it, and then scale it down, and then start scaling everything from there. Make sure you don't break the line between these. If you want to move the character to the arm, just select these, and and then just right click and then move it up. If you want to work with symmetry, just make sure you click this button. You see that half of this goes like grayed out. It makes that everything that you touch on the right will be automatically done on the left, or vice versa. So and that's it. Once you move everything around, make sure that you don't break the line. Make sure that you move stuff around in the local mode, like I explained. Local mode. If you press W here and click and hold, in a workspace, make sure you're in global, which is object mode, either for rotation or translation. And try not to scale, but you can scale things up as well still. But just try to stay away from moving things like just moving the joint, things like that. Just try to stay with it. Like the axis, do this, and then if you do that, and then you just go and rotate one by one. Don't try to go and do this because you see it brings a lot of stuff in here, so it's not as easy to manage. So once you do that, the next step you have to do is just well, it'll be good for this stage just to see the joints. So you hit this button here, join mover, and say build and rebuild preview. So when you hit the button, you can see you have a preview of the joints. If you wanna make them bigger, you can just go into I think it's in display, animation, joint size, okay, and then you just increase the size of the joints there. You can see it there. That's what you want to see. You press 6 here, you can X-ray them and see them easier here. You can see those are the joints. Again, once you finish with this, uncheck this button here so you can see this button. You can still save all the stuff wherever you put it, and then save in a template, so you can recover it later. So I'm gonna do here. You can do save template, or you're gonna load it up. I got this one already set up, so I'm just gonna go and say load template, and I got this one here, which is version 4. That's the latest one that I have, and I said load template. You see, it put everything what I wanted. The key things to note here is that, for example, you can see here the twist is right in the middle. This joint here is right in the middle, which is the one that you can. If I press 4. Is this control here. Don't move the joint, like I said, just move the control, the yellow bit, you see, and it move the actual joint. So all joints you see, they got nothing in here, they're all being connected or something, so just don't break them, don't break that. key thing to take from here is, in terms of placement, is that make sure that you have these three things sort of enclosing the foot there, and then this one here at the back. So make sure that, so just know where the feet is, so you know the system how to create the rig for the foot roll. The same as well. Another thing to notice is the for the left arm, the twist stays here at the top. You see it's right on top of this one. So you see that two joint there, and the twist low forearm is right in the middle. But you can see this right in the same line that goes from the wrist to the elbow. As well here, these three things, they should go in the beginning here, the end, this one in the middle here. So these are like similar for the foot here. It's just to create the system that allows you to plant the hand and then twist it around, so you can get like a automatic hand planting system. For the cape, I think they're all okay there. I think it's just left and right. I put the jaw here, the eyes, and that's it. The rest is just pretty standard stuff. The clavicle is right here, so you got that like sort of pivot that goes and pins around here. And that's it for now, guys. Once we do that, once you have that, you load up your template. The next thing to do is you have to just go and start going with the deformation setup. But just to review it, you have the head here, you have the eyes, you have the ears that I put there. Again, don't move the joints, just move the actual mover. It's very important. And trying to stay here with the global. This is the object mode. If you hit this button, you see everything go with the same color as there. You can still use that one, but I prefer to use this one. I'm pretty sure I used this one in the past, but I like to use this one. So again, once you hit that button, then you are ready to go. So I'm just going to leave it here, and then on the next stage I'm going to do the deformation setup, which is the next stage. Okay, thank you very much, guys. Bye bye.